today's project, I want to take this tillandsia xerographica, and if you can see, I bought it and I put it on top of this staghorn fern, which actually happens to be a pup from the mama plant that I have on another tree that I'll show you. But I have a feral cat there, so I just wanted to make sure that he can eat first. And so you can see I got this for $25 at the USF botanical sale. So let me take that sticker off. It was the bromeliad bash at USF Botanical Gardens. And so you can see this one actually is starting to maybe even make little pups itself. And get rid of the skunk vine. And I took this one and actually put wire in. Some people use fishing line, and I just happened to stab right through this base here. What I did was I took some netting and I put some organic material in there, and like peat moss and other things. And you can give it banana peels too, and that helps nourish it. But I just did a sloppy job here and just twisted this onto here. But this is already pretty secure on its own, so it grows its own kind of tentacles and anchors and hangs on. So I could probably even remove that, but we have a hurricane coming this week, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. Ultimately, I left enough slack so that if the tree grows, I can pull that a little bit, give it some slack, loosen it a little bit. So for now, this is the xerographica, and I want to put it on one of these trees. I was thinking of this one right here, but it's kind of a big tree. Maybe I'll put it on this smaller one. Well, let's take a look and see how it looks. And really, I'm not going to stab it or anything. Oh, I just took all the water out of it. It doesn't matter. It's going to rain like crazy. So this is a gray tree with the gray xerographica here. Or I could put it on this one where you could probably see it a little bit better. Let me put it on that one. So basically what I'm going to do with this one, I'm not going to use wire. I'm going to use this twine that I have, and I will just affix it to that, and then this way the wire can decay. Oh, look, I want to show you. Look, it got its own air plants growing here. Okay, so let me put the camera down, and I will string this up and just tie it in a knot, and that's all you have to do. All right, well, that was pretty easy. Probably would have been easier if I had somebody else to hold it while I was tying, but it worked out fine. And basically what I did was I wrapped it on the bottom here, not wrapped, but I just put the string on the bottom, the twine, and then that way the gravity, when it pulls down, it holds it into place securely. So I'm not crushing the leaves. I just tied it around, and these were already cut, so I put the cut ones on the top, and so that these nice ones can dangle down. And then if we show you around this side here, all I did was tie it in a knot. And here's some Spanish moss too. So we have air plants and Spanish moss, and now this tillandsia xerographica, as well as, oh look, it had a little bloom on it too. Flowered. Let's get this in focus here. There you go. And so now I'm going to start putting bromeliads and things in the trees. This is my staghorn fern with some beauty berries over here. And that one I used wire and netting to keep some organic matter inside the base there. But let's go look at the other one, and I need to shore that one up because it's falling. You know what happens is I have a squirrel feeder, and the squirrels sit on it to eat their peanuts, and they kind of pushed it down a little bit, but let's go fix that one. All right, so here's the mama staghorn fern. I have a squirrel feeder up there where I have a bunch of peanuts in, and it makes it easier for me to get up there without having to bring a ladder. If you have any ideas for how I can get up there without having this ghetto mess here, I'm all ears. Maybe I'll just nail some boards into the tree like they do when we go on the Weeki-Wachee River. The dog's yelling at a cat. So if you can see here, I strung this up with metal and actually stuck it through. Same with the other. I put some organic matter here, and you can see how the squirrels have been eating their peanuts here because it's like a little step for them. Let me get this dog out of here. So the game plan here is to take this and set it a little bit more like this. And I'm just going to use the same method I used before. I might shore this up and put up a little higher because it looks like it fell down a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to string it with the string. All right, so there it is. I took the twine or jute string and tied it up this way. And hopefully the squirrels don't still try to stand on it because they might bust these leaves off. See, it does have another little baby. It's growing over here. And I just wanted to show you that I tightened this up. And instead of restringing the wire, I just created a loop over here and twisted it. And that way, I can always loosen it again if I need to. I could probably tighten it a little bit more. Anyway, it's a lot better now. And there's the squirrel feeder. And I'll give it some banana peels and to help nourish it. It actually had already adhered itself to this tree, but in the wintertime I take it and put it in the greenhouse. And there's another little baby coming. And another one. Because I don't trust that it won't freeze in the wintertime. Actually even take it off and put it on the ground for a little bit and throw a blanket over it or a towel, but I try to put it in the greenhouse. And that's all you really need to know about these. I guess there are different ways that they can get really huge, and you can string them with chains and stick them on the tree, but I've been breaking the babies off and putting them all around the property. Thanks for watching.